Hi everyone, so I recently did a small repair to my 2013 Mini Cooper S. It was a really simple job, so I thought I would share. Apologies, I should have done the video at the time of doing the job, but basically I forgot, so apologies. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the sunroof, and on the front of the sunroof is a standard part, which is this thing. It's a wind deflector that pops up when you open the sunroof. And it's basically, its job is when you reach a fairly slow speed, I think somewhere around 30 miles an hour, without this you get the wind buffets in the car. It's quite uncomfortable. So this is like a plastic frame with a little bit of mesh. It's all one thing, it can't be separated, so this whole thing can come away from the car, but the frame and the mesh can't be separated. Mine had a hole in, so I bought a new one, and wasn't sure how to fit it. Didn't seem to be too much information available online, and rather than pay a dealer, I just had a go. So when you take a look, this is the first place you need to see, and you can see there's two clips, and what they do, let's see if we can get the finger on there, they squeeze in. So if you squeeze that inwards, if you squeeze both of them inwards at the same time and you move towards the front of the car, you apply pressure towards the front of the car, that will slide away. Same applies to the other side. So that's the second mounting point. Third mounting point, of course, is the front of the car. So basically where you need to look is you need to follow the mesh down. You'll reach the plastic frame of the wind deflector, which will be directly adjacent to a similar, it's like a plastic lip on the car. It's probably quite hard to see from here on the video, but it's really easy to see when you look at the car in the flesh. Basically, there's about 7 clips along the length of that bottom edge of the frame, and what you do is the gap between the two pieces of plastic, or the two lips, you basically slot a screwdriver in there and press down. So what I would start by doing is, if you just pull this back slightly, as you can see I'm doing there, when you look down the slot you will see the first clip. So you release that, and then you can pull it back further and work your way along, and you'll see the second clip, and so on. So everywhere you see a clip is where you want to put a screwdriver in there and apply some pressure. And if you press down, you'll release a clip. And while you're pressing down, you need to apply pressure to this backwards to the back of the car, and that will come away. Now, to remove this thing, the order in which you do it, in which you release the 3 sort of mounting points, doesn't make much difference. I think, if I recall correctly, I did the side clips first, followed by the front, and that came off very easily. Putting the replacement item back on, however, I found it, I think I had 2 goes at it. The first go, I fitted the front first, and then I tried to get the sides on, and it was a bit of a, it was quite difficult, and I was struggling. So, and the reason for that is that you're fighting against those springs. So what I did instead of that is I fitted the 2 springs first, so I got the 2 sides in, and then I did the front at the end. So to fit these, you start here, and it's like it's hard to see, but there's a shape in the, you can just see there's a shape in the runner, and there's a similar shape in the actual plastic sunroof guide. It's a bit like a male and female type of arrangement. So you basically start there, roughly where my thumb is, and then you get these slots in the right position, and just work it back. And once it gets to a certain point, as I showed you earlier, those clips will snap into place. So if you do the two first, the left and right, then this will obviously be, because of these springs, this will be up here somewhere, and then it's quite easy just to apply a bit of pressure, press it down until this bottom bottom section of the frame of the deflector, which, because it'll be out of the car at that point, you'll be able to see all of the clips very easily. And similarly, because it's not fitted to the car at this point, you'll be able to see all the 7 holes where the clips need to go in. So you just apply pressure to this. You could get an assistant actually to just sort of gently push that down, you know, gently take the pressure on these springs, push this down, and then you, once the holes, the clips, you line them up with the holes, and then you simply, once you're happy they're all seated, you this section here, you basically press. So the first clip, for example, so if you can see that, will be there. So you press this where my finger is, you'll apply pressure towards the front of the car and you'll hear them snap into place. And it's as simple as that really. And then obviously just, you know, gently operate the sunroof and make sure that as the sunroof comes along it you know, it goes down. I hope that's been helpful. Once again, apologies that I haven't done the job, done the video at the same time as doing the job, but it really is straightforward. If I can do it, anybody can. I hope that helps. Thanks very much.